Hello students, this is Sudeep Yadav from Spectrum Chemistry, and students, if you are first time visiting to my channel, so please like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get a best explanation of NCERT book class 7th subject science. And students, if you are watching this video, so please go to my playlist and watch the previous first part of this chapter to create a better understanding. So in this video we are going to discuss about the another next content. So let's start students. What is the content? Let's see. So the next important topic which we are going to discuss in this video, that is wind currents generated due to the uneven heating on earth's surface. Okay, this is very important. So let's start students. So the uneven heating between the equator and the poles, and what will be the effect on the wind currents generation. Okay, so let's see the region of the earth which is close to the equator, means whatever the countries which are nearby just equator of the earth gets the maximum heat from the sun. Therefore the air in these regions gets warm and rises, creating an area of low air pressure. Okay, so the cooler air from the region of up to the 30 degrees latitudes belt on either side of the equator moves or rushes towards the equator and replaces the warm rising airs, because when the air will warm, it will goes upward direction and the cavity will create there. Okay, the cavity will create there, and this cavity will occupy by the cold airs. Okay, this makes the wind. Okay, so this makes the wind to blow from the north and the south directions towards the equator. At the poles the air is colder than the latitudes about the 60 degrees. Okay, therefore the warmer air moves upward and cooler air rushes in. This makes the wind blow from poles of the earth towards the warmer region up to about the 60-degree latitude. So students, in this figure you can see the movement of the wind. What is the movement of the wind? Here you can see the equator. This is the equator. Here you can see this is the equator. Okay, and whatever the countries, whatever the surface area of the earth will comes under the equator. So here the air will feel a more and more heat, because the sunlight will expose on that surface. Okay, so whatever the air will exist in this area, it will be absorb the heat and start moving towards the upward direction. Okay, and here the cavity will create. Okay, here the cavity will create due to the movement or due to the escape out of the warm air. Okay, so this cavity will occupy by the cold air which will be comes from the Antarctic areas. Okay, so this is the reason behind it, how wind current will generate. Okay, so I hope students you must have understand this concept. Okay, now next, uneven heating of land and water. So what will be the effect of these things? During the summer the earth near the equator warms faster, as you know that. Then the water in the oceans, the air above the land gets warmer and rises up in the sky, creating low pressure area. Means if the air will absorb the heat, it will be warmer. Okay, so there is a pressure will be low. Okay, pressure will be low due to the air will warmer, and it will be start moving from the lower to upper direction. Okay, so this is the low pressure area. That is the low pressure area. Okay, therefore the winds flow from the oceans towards the land. Okay, because inside the ocean the temperature will be less. Okay, so if the temperature will be low there, so at that time the air, whatever the comes from the ocean side, this will be denser air. Okay, and its temperature will be very low, so it will not start moving from the bottom to top. Okay, so that is the reason behind it. There is a high pressure area. Okay, means this will be the high pressure area. Okay, so these winds carry a lot of moisture with them and bring rain. It is part of the water cycle. This rain bearing winds are called the monsoon winds. Okay, this is the monsoon winds. Now next, during the winter, the direction of the winds gets reversed. The wind blow from the land to the sea due to the difference in air temperature between the land and the sea. This happens so because during the winter the land cools down faster than the water in the oceans, and the temperature of the water in the ocean is higher than that of the land. The warm air over the oceans rises up, creating a region of the low pressure, and cooler air from the land rushes towards the ocean. Thus, the air flows from land to ocean carrying only a little water vapor, hence bring only a small amount of the rain in the winter season. Now here is a very important note. The word monsoon is taken from the Arabic word, that is the mawsam, which means season. So this is the note. The summer monsoon, which brings heavy rain, is very important to the farmers because this annual rainfall helps in growing crops. Farmers depend on the rain for the irrigation of their crops. Sometimes rain creates some problem also in the nature itself. There are certain situations that can sometimes create disasters and can pose a threat to the humans, animals and the plant life. Wind speed and the wind directions play an important role in the formation of the storms, cyclones, thunderstorms, etc. The instrument used to measure the wind speed is called the anemometer. So this is very important. Okay, so let's see the movement of the monsoon. Okay, this is the monsoon movement in the summer season. You can see from the Arabic Sagar, the airs will comes towards the earth surface. Okay, with the with creating with the along with the moisture. Okay, along with the moisture, and this moisture in the form of the water droplets, and this is the responsible to do the rainfall on the earth surface. Okay, and in the winter this will be the reverse process as we have discussed in the content. Okay, so I hope students you